So today I'm going to go over how to sync up your Gmail calendar and contacts to your NOKIA N8. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into settings, and once you're in settings you want to go into phone. And basically what you want to do is, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to set up my mail for exchange. That's how I'm going to sync up my contacts and calendar. So to do that, you want to go into mail, and it asks you, do you want to define a new mailbox, and hit yes. Because that's what we're doing, right? We're syncing up to our Gmail calendar and contacts. So hit start. It says preparing for setup. And then when it asks you, what type of account you want to do mail for exchange, right? Because that's what that's what we're looking for. So now I'm gonna go ahead and enter this offline. Okay, so I've entered my email address under mail address, my password under password, and for under username I also entered my email address. And the bottom space here is for domain, but go ahead and leave that blank and then hit next. Okay, so that's a good sign. So now it's asking for the mail for exchange server. Okay, and this is unique to Google, right? Because we're syncing up to Gmail. So for here, what you want to enter is m.google.com. Okay, m.google.com for your mail for exchange server. Hit next, and then hit OK. Okay, now it asks, what do you want to sync? Do you want to sync calendar, contacts, to-do notes? And so far I've found that calendar and contacts work. So go ahead and check the first two boxes and then hit next. How to sync contacts, I usually choose keep on phone. There you go. So it's creating new mailbox. So now what it's going to do is it's going to sync up my messages. So after a few minutes of syncing, this is what shows up. It basically downloads all your emails, but that's not what we're really looking for here, right? The important thing is now everything is synced up with my calendar and with my contacts. I mean, that was the whole purpose here, was to sync Gmail calendar and Gmail contacts. So everything I enter on my phone in those two categories shows up online on my Gmail calendar and contacts, and vice versa. So it's really flexible. And I actually don't use the mail for exchange for actual email use. That's the funny part, because I don't really like the email client. So I use mail for exchange for calendar and contacts, and then for email I'll talk about what I do next for accessing all my Gmail stuff. So I have three methods depending on what I'm trying to do. And you can download, what I just clicked on was the Gmail Java app. You can download this for NOKIA N8 or any Symbian 3 phone, or many other Nokia phones for that matter. And it's a light program, and this is really good for basic reading and responding to emails. It's kind of annoying though, because the accessing folders is difficult. It's possible, but it's kind of a pain, and it's actually impossible to attach attachments, and it's very difficult to download them. So I usually use this for just quick things. If I want to do something a little more intensive, I go into my browser, and I'll show you these links on the side so you don't have to copy them down quickly or anything. And then I have two versions. I have Gmail Lite and Gmail. I'm going to go into Gmail Lite to show you what it's like. So this is obviously browser based. I'm going to go in, but now you can see it's basically pulling up kind of like what you would see on your computer, but a little more, basically a little more streamlined, a little lighter. And because this is in your Symbian browser, you can zoom in and out. You can use pinch to zoom, whatever you want. But now I wanted to show you, if you go to the top left to menu, just clicked on it. It brings you to your folders in a pretty manageable fashion. So I'm going to go back to my inbox. And then the other cool thing about this version of Gmail on the web is that you can now download attachments. So you can save any file to your phone and open it. Now, there's another more complete version of Gmail online, and I'll give you that link too. Now, if I go in here, you'll see that It's a little heavier, so it's going to take more data, but it actually brings up a full, what looks like, what you basically see on your desktop. You've got all your folders here, you've got everything as you would normally have it, but now the cool thing is you can basically attach attachments, whereas in the previous browser version I showed you, you couldn't attach attachments. So you can basically do anything you would do with your almost anything you would do with your desktop Gmail in this version of Gmail. And I will give you the link to this. So it's just to summarize 3 versions. There's Java. The first one was Java, and the nice thing about that was it was very light. It's an app that you install on your phone, and the drawbacks though were that you couldn't attach, or it was very difficult to download attachments. And then on the light browser version, which is the second thing I showed you, you could download attachments, but you could not attach. And then in the third thing I showed you was the full-blown browser version, and with that one you can download, attach, and pretty much do anything you would normally do with Gmail. And yeah, if you have any questions, post comments and I'll answer them.